Let's move straight to our next conversation. 1 year after the tragic death of a former group managing director of Access Holdings, Herbert Wigwe, a contentious legal battle is reportedly emerging over the execution of his will. Justice Adeyinka Adeyemi of a Lagos High Court has dismissed the application filed by Christian Chukwuka Wigwe and Pastor Shango Wigwe, asking the court to appoint an administrator for the estate. The court directed the counsel in the suit to ensure that the case is not unnecessarily prolonged in the interest of the minor children of the estate. The claimants instituted the suits against Uche Wigwe, Aigboje Aigemokwede and Otutochi Channel Wigwe while ruling on the application to appoint interim administrators for the late Wigwe estate. The judge dismissed the application, holding that she found no wrongdoing by the respondents. Pastor Shango Wigwe has requested that 20% of Herbert's estate be allocated to him and other family members, a move that contradicts Herbert's will, which stipulates that his wealth be distributed solely among his children. MJ, first of all, why are we hearing about a disagreement, within the family concerning the estate of the late Herbert Wigwe, despite a will in place? Why?
May God rest the soul of Herbert Wigwe. He died a year ago, precisely February 9, 2024, and hardly had the dust settled that the family then went to court to challenge the will left behind by their son, so to say. But at that time, precisely October 13, 2024, the family came up with a statement denying that nobody is challenging that will. And it's rather unfortunate that today there is a ruling from the court that the father and a cousin went to court to challenge the will. And the judge is talking about minors there, but you see that Tochi is 26 years old. Mm-hmm. She is not a minor. Sure. I saw a documentary, tribute, 1 year anniversary, where she spoke.
Are they not referring to the adopted children, those small ones?
Yeah, maybe the small ones, but then.
But those ones are minors.
Yeah, those ones are minors, but everybody saw Tochi. Tochi she's a lady, 20. She's 20. She was 25 last year. She's 26 now. So, I mean, the Herbert left. I mean, he has done quite a lot for the family, and I think he anticipated this, because this was a will, according to the executor, that he did in 2013. That will had been with the probate registry since 2013, and I think he reviewed it in 2015. So he never knew that would come so soon, but he was able to do that before he concluded with that will. He must have had the premonition that, I mean, my family could do this to my children. So he took care of his family while alive, so that they can leave his children alone. And I think another thing is that the family erroneously believed that Herbert owns Access Bank and the Coronation Merchant Bank, as well as United Securities, which were all part of the things they were asking for. I think it is easy, just go to the stock exchange, the CSES,
and you find all
these things there. So, I mean, as I started covering the banking sector in 1994. So, how Herbert and Wigwe started Access Bank, I have the records right here at the palm of my hand. So I understand how the two of them get, it was Ike that invited Herbert, but that is not a subject for discussion today.
Exactly.
But I think the court has ruled.
No, they were all friends at
Yeah, they were
GTB.
Yeah, they were friends at GTB.
Herbert and Ike. Yes.
Yes, Herbert and Ike. And Ike was the pioneer managing director. And after 10 years, Herbert came over. I mean, the kind of thing that...
deputy.
Herbert was the deputy. So, when Ike served 10 years, Herbert was to serve 10 years, while Ike will now come back as chairman of the holding company, just like what happened with Jimovia and Tony Elumelu at Zenith and UBA respectively. When Jimovia was MD, he got caught up with the 10-year tenure cap by the CBN. So he stepped aside. In 3 years, he came back as executive chairman.
But
Jimovia was in Zenith too.
Zenith, and Tony Elumelu in the UBA.
But this is where I want to come from. Why do we always have this kind of scenario, these situations in prominent families? An example, the Abiela family. Yeah. Why do we always have this kind of situation?
Yeah,
even though there's a will.
Well, I think we have to praise the deceased for even putting a will in place. There are families that didn't think that there were very rich people who didn't do a will. They died intestate. The F.R.A. Williams, the biggest lawyer to come out of Nigeria. The family, they are still in court over his property. Okotiebo family. That's probably the oldest of such cases that I can recall.
Since 1966?
Yes. Yeah. It's there, you know, and so many others. But I like the fact that he took care of this, though we never had a premonition of untimely death. You know, he lived life to the fullest, but death will come when it will come, and most times you are not prepared for it. You know, even soldiers don't always die. On the battlefield, some of them die on their beds. So there will always be disagreement. But to throw more light on this particular case about which this judgment came, the Christian Wigwe,
Christian
Chukwu and Pastor Shangu Wigwe,
that's the father,
yes, sought the appointment of an interim administrator in the estate of the late former group managing director and CEO of Access Bank. So they sought an order for the appointment of Otutochi Wigwe, Uche Wigwe, Shangu Wigwe, Zedra Trust Company, PricewaterhouseCoopers Limited as interim administrators of Herbert Wigwe Estate, pending the resolution of the substantive suit. Usually when there is a substantive suit about which you are expecting judgment, when you bring this kind of action, the judge is not likely to listen to you. Because he will interpret it in different ways. Oh, maybe they are trying to prolong the matter. So if some of the reliefs that you are seeking are already
and the main
stated in the substantive suit, of course he's not going to listen to you. You know? So that's that. They also sought another placing Wigwe's minor children under the guardianship of Otutochi Wigwe, Uche Wigwe, Emeka Wigwe, and 2 professionals, with Shangu Wigwe overseeing their welfare. They also sought authorization for interim administrators to ensure the maintenance and welfare of Herbert's dependents, liaise with third parties regarding financial or property interests, submit monthly reports to court, and obtain full disclosure from Access Bank PLC, Coronation Merchant Bank Limited, and United Security Limited regarding shares or financial interests held on behalf of the deceased. But their application was dead on arrival because of the reason that I mentioned earlier. There's a substantive suit.
All of this
you are challenging.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. You've already brought up a challenge to this will in the shape of the substantive suit. Yeah. You have to be patient for that matter to be resolved.
So exactly.
You are not going to tell the court that, oh, the case could be prolonged, it could take so long, and then you go and bring
another one.
Just because the judge will not entertain
Okay.
that. So the judge felt, look, this is not right, and all of the reliefs, it dismissed all of the demands that they made. Okay. I just wish that to honor the memory of Herbert Wigwe, because Access Bank staff will tell you that he was a very good man.
Yeah.
He had this interpersonal touch.
Okay.
He was so humane that, look, he would ask about how you are doing, how your wife is doing, you know, and he was such a gentleman. I met him on 1 or 2 occasions. You know, I hardly go for bank events. It's people like Majid who are their people, you know, and his friend Ayo Amino. They are the bankers among us journalists. So, but I met him, and I had a very good impression of him. The best they can do to honor his memory is to stop all of this.
All of this, okay.
This is needless. This is honestly, this is needless because it will continue to polarize the family. The Yorubas always say that we do not go to court
and still be friends.
Remain as friends. So, the man, this is what he has come up with. Let's honor
the memory.
This memory by agreeing in our heart that he was right. You get the point that I'm making? Even if you feel differently. Because people will be wondering. I saw a video, somebody posted a video where one of the family members, on a solemn occasion, meant to remember him in death, was exchanging blows with DSS people. It's no now. It's not necessary. I saw it, my blood boiled. There's no need for that. There's no need for that. So, somebody died, before he died, he made a will. We have to
respect the will. Why do we have a will then?
Respect his decision.
Exactly.
We question people's decision when they are alive. We believe that, oh, there's an error of judgment. But you can't question the decision of the dead.
Yeah.
It's made this decision clear. Okay. This is what I want. In the interest of peace and to honor his memory, I think this is the right course of action. They should just leave this matter.
Exactly. All right.